We all know that microtransactions are a pretty big part of the gaming industry these days. But this, well, I mean, this is a lot of money.
Activision Blizzard reported its fourth quarter and end-of-year earnings for 2017 yesterday, and spoilers, they made a lot of money. The company made over $7 billion in net revenues for the year ending on December the 31st, 2017, up from $6.61 billion the previous year. But get this, the company actually made $4 billion from loot boxes, microtransactions, in-app purchases, and DLC packs. In the fourth quarter alone, so that's the tail end of the year, they made $1 billion off that kind of stuff. Now, according to market analyst Daniel Ahmad, of those $4 billion tasty microtransaction dollars, about half of it came from the company's mobile subsidiary King, which is responsible for Candy Crush. The other half came from Activision Blizzard's PC and console games, as well as their own mobile games like Hearthstone.
When companies are posting numbers like this, it's probably no surprise that so many AAA and mobile games contain microtransactions, loot boxes, or any form of in-app purchase. Whether it's Call of Duty's creatively titled Call of Duty points, which can be spent on loot boxes containing cosmetics, or the loot boxes with skins and spray options in Overwatch. A big part of Activision Blizzard's business now is getting players to spend cash on opening loot boxes. And it's not just Activision Blizzard making a ton of cash like this. Despite all of the controversy surrounding Star Wars Battlefront 2's loot boxes, EA still made $787 million in live services in its last quarter. And then there's Take-Two and Rockstar's GTA 5, which just passed 90 million units sold, while recurrent consumer spending, aka microtransactions, spiked up by 64% compared to the previous year.
Activision's earnings report also revealed that Destiny 2 and Call of Duty World War II were the top two highest grossing console games in North America in 2017, while COD World War II was the top grossing game of 2017 across the globe. Destiny 2, meanwhile, was Activision's biggest ever release on PC. Both games, of course, offering microtransactions and loot boxes to their players. $4 billion from just microtransactions, loot boxes, just all the side stuff. That's not counting digital sales of the games. This is just the stuff you get inside the game. That's an awful lot of money, and loads of that is coming from mobile as well. It's no wonder that every flipping game has it, because everyone seems to be spending money on it.
Activision Blizzard, obviously, bit of Activision, bit of Blizzard. It's not crazy.
Yeah, it's great how that works.
Blizzard are one of the first companies that really did make the most of this, like, recurrent spending thing. Take World of Warcraft, obviously, like one of the flagship MMOs, well, certainly the biggest one. That is them. And any purchase of any of the expansions, if you're getting into WoW any time last year or the year before, every purchase you make after the base game is considered like additional content like this. And then they've got StarCraft, like all the expansions to that. Overwatch, Hearthstone, pretty much most of Blizzard's stuff is geared not just on the point of purchase immediately when buying the game, but afterwards. And you know, it's been 11 years, I think, since WoW came out, and they still add things like that, which goes towards this $4 billion of like added content.
11, right?
It's 2007, I think.
Was it?
I think, but I'm not quite sure. Should we say that 11 years?
It just feels like it's been around forever.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah,
I guess 11 years is a long time.
It does feel like it feels like it's been around forever.
Yeah.
That's what I mean. It's a staple, and they've had that model for a while. And now Activision are on board with like Call of Duty, which is a powerhouse. I didn't know it was the top grossing game until I've just read this, which was actually a surprise to me. That and Destiny. You know what? Every season pass, every bit of DLC anyone bought from any of the Call of Duties last year goes toward this. Not even mentioning King and in Candy Crush, which everyone's mum has really, so it's one of them, innit? Surprised, but at the same time, if it was going to come down to two companies, Activision and Blizzard are my picks. If I was to guess which company made the most from microtransactions, I would say Activision Blizzard over EA, because it's just sort of half of the course of all these games.
We mentioned in the voiceover as well, it wasn't just these two guys. EA recently posted incredibly strong, is that the word, the kind of words that they use in it?
Yeah.
Money. They posted some strong money from microtransactions, DLC, the side stuff was about $787 million, if that's what it said in the voiceover there. That's an awful lot of money. It's not just Activision Blizzard. This isn't a single phenomenon. This is all the big like AAA heavy hitters. They're just making tons of money off this stuff. We just thought we'd point out how much.
So over half of Activision Blizzard's earnings this year have come from microtransactions, all that extra stuff. And that's a lot of money. Is that a surprise to you or not? Let us know down in the comments below. Remember to like the video if you enjoyed it. Subscribe if you're new around here. There's more content just here, actually, if you want to check out some more of our stuff. There's also a link to our Patreon if you want to support the channel. Until then, we'll see you in the next video. Bye.